You are so much more loved than you can even imagine. If you could see all of the love that is constantly surrounding you, you would probably never be afraid to fail. You would probably not feel the negative feelings and thoughts and emotions that sometimes we experience, but we aren't really able to fully see it. So I hope that this video can help shed some light on just how loved you truly are. I've been doing mediumship work for quite a few years now, and whenever I channel anyone on the other side, they have very specific messages, as well as just kind of general collective messages. So I'm going to share with you today those general and collective messages. If you have been interested in mediumship, if you've been interested in what your loved ones would say to you or clarity about what they think of you and things like that, then this is the perfect video for you. So talking from more of a scientific biological perspective and standpoint, when we cross, our bodies stay here. And there's so much of who we are that has to do with our body. Our brain, for example, our mind. A lot of the anger, a lot of the fears, a lot of the insecurities, the projections, the grudges that we held in this lifetime do not cross over with us. So even if you were struggling with this person in any way, even if there was animosity between you guys, if there was a conflict that was left unresolved during the time of their crossing, I want you to know that simply the act of them crossing has resolved all of that. And you can let that all go now. You can let it all go now because they have let that go. So, whatever judgment this person may or may not have had of you while they were here, they don't have that anymore. And the way that they see you is from a higher perspective. Think about the most loving part of yourself. Maybe that's hard for you to imagine. I know for me, at certain points in my journey, I wouldn't have been able to imagine something like that. But think about, I guess, like someone who loves you more than absolutely anything in the entire world. Think about them sitting on a cloud above you, watching all of the amazing things that you are doing in this lifetime. And they're up there with their little cheerleader pom poms, and they're like, yeah, that's my freaking DNA, if that's a relative of yours, or that's someone that I love. Like, this is part of my soul family. They're up there so, so happy for you. They are cheering you on. And beyond that, they're actually able to kind of reach down and move things out of the way so that as you're going forward in your path, you have a lot more ease. There's less obstacles. They can kind of move some obstacles out of the way or move a solution into the way. So it can be very, very valuable for us to be in touch with these thoughts. Simply just thinking about our loved ones in other dimensions can actually help activate their presence in our life. You can start to receive more loving messages from that person. You can start to see yourself in more of that beautiful, loving energy. Whether or not you, like maybe you're watching this and you don't have someone who's crossed over, I want you to know that there are beings, your soul family, people who have journeyed with you across lifetimes, across planets, across dimensions, people who you may not have even realized have been a part of your journey. You have a whole council of loved ones who are up there cheering you on every single step of the way, wanting the absolute best for you, knowing that any time that you encounter a hardship, it is designed for you to up level, and they are here to help you with open arms. They're ready to catch you and say, I got you. I'll help you in rising through this obstacle or whatever it could be. So this is such a reframe. I know for myself, before I understood mediumship, before I understood spirituality, I thought that if there's interdimensional beings out there, anything like that, they must judge me. They must think I'm weird or silly or something like that. So it was really, really eye-opening to look at our loved ones who've crossed into other dimensions and ask them, like, what do you genuinely think about your human counterparts that you've left behind and things like that. And there's a few different feelings that they experience. One is regret. A lot of souls who've crossed over deeply miss their human people on this planet. They deeply do, and that's why they love to hang around. That's why they love to send us love and things like that. When it comes to interdimensional beings, when it comes to angels, aliens, all of these sorts of beings that could be a part of your council and your soul family, they look at humans as really, really cute things. So even though you might think, oh my gosh, I'm having a bad day, I'm in a bad mood, I'm having such a struggle right now, they see you the way that you might see like a puppy that's struggling to get up the stairs and is like being so cute and how they're tippy tapping their little feet and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna come down and help you. You are so adorable and I'm so happy that you're here and I'm so happy that I get to help you, right? Maybe there's a different animal that you can think of that like no matter what this animal does, even if they're like spitting up a hairball or something, you're gonna think, oh my God, that is so cute and I just wanna help them and love them. So yeah, that's exactly what higher dimensional beings think of us when they see us. And I'm not saying that every single higher dimensional being is on your team and things like that. I'm talking specifically about your council, your soul family, your soul council. And you have certain angels, certain interdimensional beings, loved ones that are all a part of your soul field and your auric field and your energetic field that travel with you in everything that you do, whether you're going to the bank, whether you're going to get married, whether you're making a huge life choice or just brushing your hair a different way that day. Whatever it is that you are doing, this council of loved ones is loving you through every single step of the way. Before I learned about all of this, I felt so out of place on this planet. I was so stuck in the pits of my grief journey. And simply watching videos like this, learning about this higher level information is what allowed my mediumship gifts to actually be fully activated. And now I do mediumship full time. And this is something that I feel very, very confident and comfortable with. And I absolutely love, and it enhances my life in absolutely every way. So I want you to know that it can for you too. What might feel like grief in the future could feel like love. It can shift. It really can happen. And another thing that I remind myself of is just because you can't see something doesn't mean that it is not real. My grandmother is sitting here next to me, cheering me on, putting her hand around my shoulders, sending me love, telling me like, thank you for sitting down and recording this video today. And your loved ones are as well. Just because we can't always sense them with our five senses doesn't mean that we are not experiencing them. It is proven information that the human eye can only see a fraction of the visible light spectrum, which means that we exist in this universe with so many other things that we cannot see. There's interdimensional beings, there's ghosts, there's all the sorts of stuff that we cannot see. And so when we can become aware of who these beings are and how they feel in relation to us, you become a lot more empowered in this environment. And that's what all of these beings want for you. They want you to feel confident. They want you to feel powerful. They want you to feel pretty or handsome or whatever, all of the good ways that you want to feel. That is your destiny. And you can ask your loved ones for help in achieving that. You can ask them for love, for guidance, for reassurance. You can ask them to help you lighten the load if you're carrying a heavy load. Whatever it is, they are here to support you every step of the way. And I know how silly it's gonna feel the first time that you go out and you just scream up to the sky like, Grandma, can you hear me? Are you there? You know, I've done it. So I get it. I get how silly and crazy you're gonna feel the first time that you do that. But I did that enough that eventually I heard her voice back. And that can happen for you too. The biggest takeaway that I want you to have from this video is just how incredibly loved you are. If you are ready to dive into your own grief journey, if you're ready to dive into who your soul family is and who you are on a soul level, check out the description box below. I do have limited one-on-one soul clarity sessions available right now, but they are going to go so fast. So make sure that you schedule your session as soon as possible, and together we can unlock your next chapter. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to comment your biggest takeaways down below, and we can continue the conversation over there.